Oh, thank you very much, Ebo Niger Mama. Thank you for telling me. I muted my mic when I was making noise around here. Thank you. Thank you for that. You're welcome. Good evening to everybody. Thanks for coming. We are only doing 1 hour today. We are not. Oh, wow, no volume. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. What's going on? Right. Can you hear me now? Please, if you can, let me know, else I might have to use the mic. Still no volume? Can you hear me now, people? Please, if you can hear me, say yes. Oh, okay. Thank you, my dear sister. God always say you guys as an angel each time. Okay, I can hear now. Thank you very much. I'm just looking at the other gadget where I put this uh, notice to see what the other people are waiting there, because not everybody is able to join YouTube for some reason. Because some people leave chat. I'm just going to, oh, see people, 6 people are here now. Please, if you are able to access the chat, I know not everybody can access the chat. And those who can, please just give me, just put a message. I hope you can all see our sister Ebo Niger Mama already putting chats in there. So if the rest of you can do the same, please, that would make me. Sorry, I'm just trying to position this thing because of the light. For we thank God we have light in the UK. We have sunshine in the UK. We should enjoy it. The way I'm sitting, the sun always reflects, so I have to try and get it right. Let me pour myself. Oh wow, UJ's life unscripted. Thank you. I have all my YouTubers colleagues here today. Yeah, please give you a thumbs up, please. We have 5 people watching, only 2 thumbs up. If you give it a thumbs up, that will create more awareness. Some people will notice and start coming on. I know some people are very busy. That's why sometimes I drag it on before, but today I just want to do only 1 hour so that everyone can go off and anybody that is late can watch it as a playback. Oh, thumbs up, Don. You are very engaging young lady. Thank you. Thank you. Right. We are 9 minutes in. Once it's 6:10, I'm going to start. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at the other my phone. Right. Yeah, we've got 6 people on. We've got 4 likes now. 2 more likes to go. We've seen the topics. Yeah, you Jace, thank you. You've done giving me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Right, we've seen the topic. It's very timely. Yeah, it's a very timely topic. Some of you don't know. I'm just going to give it a bit of a background story. I know some people are going to watch, many people are going to watch this as a playback. So, Diana, uh, Diana Kweme did a video recently, a couple of days ago, and she said, "Oh, Nigeria weddings are overrated." Yeah, I understand. Ebom Naija Mama. If I understand, anytime if you have to leave, I will understand. So you can go. Yeah, I do understand. I'm actually, it's very noble of you to be here. I never even knew you'd be able to join. Yeah. So, right, like I was trying to say, yeah, she did a video recently saying that Nigeria wedding is overrated, and she kind of gave some of the things she observed. She actually went to a wedding recently where the way some of the guests were behaving and the way some people were just some people actually would be taking, some people would get food and put it in their bag and be shouting at the waitress to say they haven't got food. And she also referred to her own wedding, how people were coming to disturb even her husband, the groom on his wedding day, telling him they haven't eaten, they haven't had anything to drink. And particularly, she made reference to a man or somebody who was sitting at the desk at a table, either next to her or nearby, that she saw, and I was just making so much fuss about what he was served, the kind of food he was served. He wanted, he was just one of those who was posing as, oh, he's the king of the jungle or the king of the. Oh, thanks, Sonia, for coming. So, like the gentleman was posing as if he's like the brides or whoever, the groom's uh, father, one of the father figure, was now saying, "Oh, you served me this food." Probably, maybe they sent him jollof rice or boy, and then there was no meat in it or whatever. So that actually got me thinking that I decided to reflect. Um, oh, thanks, Sonia. Yeah, Sonia, please click the like button if you haven't already. Yeah. So I know some people are going to be busy at this time, 6 p.m. Saturday evening. I know it's the same time for UK uh, and Nigeria at the moment. So yeah, if those of you watching, if you're able to click the like button, please do it for me, please. That will create more awareness. Yeah. So anyway, as I was trying to say, so that really got me thinking. As you all know, I on this channel, obviously, those who follow me know that I'm focusing on Nigeria, languages, cultural heritage, and identity. But whether you live in Nigeria, you live in your village, or you live in your town or city of birth, or you live in any other Nigeria big cities where different language is spoken, or you even live other part of Africa, as we know now, many of our brothers and sisters live outside Nigeria, and some live in other part of Africa, some even live outside of that, live in Obodo Ibo. So that is creating. Oh wow, Martina, thank you very much, my big sister. that's my that's my son-in-law's mother. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a lot of people supporting me. Thank you all very much for coming. uh, Please, if you have just joined, if you can see the like button on your gadget or device you are using, click it please for me. Yeah, thank you. Jennifer, thank you very much for coming. Yeah, that was Jennifer that inspired those of you who have seen my birthday wish. Oh my goodness! This YouTube has told me it too. I don't even know. It's just happy. It's oh, thank you, Sister Martina. So yeah, this is just it's just helping me to help. Oh, thanks for laughing with me, Jennifer. It can be a bit lonely when you're laughing by yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it's helping me to cope with the pandemic and the effect of the lockdown. And a lot of people on my channel have also said the same thing. So that's actually one of the reasons that kept me going. Those of you who just joined, Jennifer and Sister Martina, please click the like button to create more awareness. Yeah. So if you can see it, I know some people can see it on their gadgets. Yeah. So anyway, uh, so yeah, like what I was saying, that, as you all know, is very challenging. And now I'm talking from experience. Living in the UK, I haven't lived here for 30 odd years. I can tell you that it's not easy, especially those of you who are just coming. I've said that in my previous live and all my other of my videos, that those who came in the last 15, let me just give you that benefit of 15, 10 years. It was a little bit easier for you guys because you had more community to work with. But even then, everybody have their own struggle. So sometimes language, teaching your children language. Oh, thank you, Ebo Niger Mama. You're always very committed, sister. Thank you. Yeah. So I hope you've started telling my birthday wish there. I'm still waiting for your 10 or more new subscribers that you bring to my channel. I'm going to hold all of you up for that. Oh, so anyway, so that really got me thinking. When I watched that video, I was thinking, I said, okay, when did I get married now? Well, 88. Do the maths. Okay, December. We thought my husband and I celebrated our 32nd wedding anniversary in December. So yeah, so I was just asking myself, reflecting how it was done in our time. All this, I just find a lot of things in Nigeria just kind of crept up on us, and we just start doing them. Many of us don't really question where they come from. I think because once one person do one thing, another person copy it. Oh, thank you, Jackie Irabo. Thanks for coming again. You came last week or the week after. I can't remember. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. So yeah, like I was trying to say, a lot of things we just keep on, we keep doing. We are creating more problem for ourselves, and we don't really think. I think somebody need to start shaking us up and bringing us to reality, especially when you have a family member that is trying to plan a wedding. It's not because Mr. A does it. Mr. A has a hall that costs 500 in Nigeria these days. It's just frightening the way people count hundreds of thousands, and these people, when you ask them, maybe they're on wages of 30,000 a month. And when they want to do things, thank you, Jackie. So when they want to do things, they just put big price on it, and they don't even think where the money is going to come from to do it. After that, they start hustling you back, right, left, right, and center, expecting you. They have a word they use. The last time I heard that word, I didn't even know what to, somebody was saying, oh, Auntie, so person will bankroll my wedding. I was saying, what do you mean bankroll your wedding? Apparently that person is going to sponsor their wedding. I was just saying, what? If you are 30,000 per month, for goodness sake, yes, 30,000 per month, for goodness sake, and you planning a wedding of 1 million naira. If somebody can actually give you 1 million naira, why do you want to put it on a wedding and go back to square one as a poor person? Just only one day, and you're not thinking of how you will live the married life? So today, really, those of you who are here, I know Sister Martina is one of those ones who are slightly older than myself. So you are in those old school group. And the rest of you, I know I don't know exactly your ages, but I know some of you, many of you are a lot younger than myself. So I always say in this group, okay, are you saying I should share on Facebook? I do try. Do I even know how to do that, to be honest? Yeah. Sonia, can you help me share it on our group to remind them, please? I know some people are very busy. Just help me share it in our group again. Oh yeah, I know what happened. I didn't share it on my. I didn't even share this one today on my Instagram. I think I forgot because it was only this morning I set this up. I usually set it up a couple of days. Yeah, thank you, thanks, but thanks, Sister Martina. Thanks for telling me, reminding me. That's really good. I have all of you to put me on check today because we need to make this 1 hour count. So those of you who are on camp 2001 or this current wedding system, who have experienced it, and those of you who are on old camp, the camp of probably the 80s and 90s, where things were not as crazy as it is now. So please let us know. And please, those of you who have just come, click the like button, please. There are 9 people watching. There are 5 likes button. If you can. Oh, thank you. Welcome, Omoye. Omoye's TV. I know you always come. Thank you for coming to support your auntie. So that's my Asan little sister. So, yeah. Anyway, like I was trying to say, and it got me thinking about how it was done in my time. I remember very well those days in our time when you actually want to get married. The the first thing people around you always sing to you is that plan it according to your size. People are always singing, don't make, hi Sheshe, thank you for joining us. So people always tell you, don't plan the wedding out of your budget. I know that time we still used to, things were not as expensive as it is now, but even then people were earning very small money that time. And you just, thank you very much. I'll come to that, your point. That is a very good point. So, like what I was trying to say, people will always tell you to plan your wedding according to your pocket, and not even, and you have a lot of people around to help you, and that will genuinely help you. I'll tell you our story. We got married in Warri because myself and my husband met in Warri. That was actually where when I finished school, when I finished my high institution, I just went to work. That's where got my first job. I think 4 years later, after I started, a few years later after I started with them. Okay, we met in the charismatic anyway, so we've always known each other. But it was later, a few years later, we started courting, as they used to call it those days. And when we were planning our wedding, they used to do it. Then the charismatic group then in Warri was very big, and within that group, oh, life with Adabeki, Adabeke. Thank you. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name properly. I do understand some people are going to be chipping in and chipping out because a lot of some people are still at work, some people are busy. So I've already made up my mind. This one will go on playback. A lot of people will have to watch it on playback because last time I always used to drag it on for hours and hours because some people will leave, some people will come back. Yeah. So what they always used to tell in that charismatic group we had in the cathedral then, which had branches all over Warri and even the outskirts, we have what we call help ministry, we have children ministry, we have all different ministry. When you are doing your wedding, it is the help ministry that will just come and help you plan. You tell them what your budget is and what you can afford. Then they will take that money, they will calculate how many guests. For example, then I know they still used to have open kind of guests. They don't used to do this set table and things they do now. Because only the top table that we have, the front table, that's the people sitting on the top table that will have tables in front of them, the bride and the groom and all those other people. Every other person just sit on the chairs behind them. They just keep it simple. Although then I know those who were still very rich, probably they did it big. Then maybe I didn't notice because I was in that category. Everybody used to be in their lane and in their class those days. But especially the Christians, then Christians were very, they were very boundaried. And if you say you were a Christian, people always expect you to deliver. They expect you to talk the talk and walk the walk. So if you're even a Christian, you are misbehaving, people will check you and say, is it not you that's always carrying the Bible preaching to us? Or like these days, everybody will just say, I'm born again, I'm born again. And everybody, you are born again, you are going there, you are taking bribe, now they call bribe. What do they call it again? Customer service or whatever. They have a name they now call bribe. So yeah, then the people would ask you, like for example, how many people are coming from your family, your village, or your friends that are coming from your uni or wherever where you were before. They just check, and they know that everybody in the charismatic are likely go to come, except very few might not come. So from that budget, they will tell you, for example, this is how many bags of rice you will need, how many bags of that. Why did I actually put that heading? That a goat was in 1988, a goat fed one goat wedding reception. Because those days nobody keep cows for wedding. Who can afford to buy cow? Cow was like unreachable. So the common animal that everybody used to kill, they used for ceremonies, then was a goat. And maybe then you buy other meat. Maybe you just buy cow meat or stuff to support it. People were not even buying turkey or buying this are Greek chicken and all the rest too that much. I don't think they were even that common then. So then you just sometimes yeah, it was they kept very simple. And as they buy, the meat you will buy is a goat, even for the traditional wedding. That's the traditional marriage. That's the same thing you will buy. Then they will then these people will just they will be you the bride will not even know where the shopping is done. They will be the one that will go to the market, buy all the things you need. Obviously, you have one person like my husband's. There was a lady from my husband's town, from my husband's place, who always used to call me our wife, as soon as we're going to get married. And she was in part of the charismatic. She took it upon herself. Oh, thank you, Dean Nobles TV. So she took it upon and said she would lead the group. Somebody would be there to lead the group. Everybody would be given a task and a job to do. So they will go and do the shopping, buy the rice, buy the tomatoes, do everything they have to do, cook the food on that day. You, the bride, will not even know where it's been served. And it's very simple. Everybody that comes to the wedding will eat it. Just simple jollof rice and probably one piece of meat on it that everybody will eat. And nobody, everybody will just come and celebrate with her and be happy and just eat and we go. And one other thing that wasn't very common, there's this new thing that they call a shebin. I know I mentioned in one of my videos, maybe when I finish this live stream, I will link my marriage video to this, the topic I did on traditional marriage. I'll link it to this video so that people can see and go there and see some of the other things I said about traditional marriages. Excuse me, guys. The Nobles TV. Don't worry, it's okay. People can always watch it on their playback. I understand everyone is busy. Yeah, the Noble TV is apologizing. Sorry, ma, I'm late. Just remember, now it's fine. I do understand. Yeah, that shows you don't have your notification, or if you had your notification on, you should have been notified. Go and check your notification. Remember, that's on my birthday wish list. Oh my goodness, this woman, God. Yeah. So, like I was saying, there are a lot of things that have gradually crept in that is making life so expensive now, you know. So let me read UJ's Life Unscripted. Let me read her comment. I refuse giving a loan to a farmer. I refuse giving a loan to a former colleague for a wedding. Yeah. Told them to plan their wedding according to their pocket. I was an enemy, but we are good now. And they saw my reason. Great, great. People need great friends like that because I think people get carried away. Because once you are planning this wedding, there is this buzz inside you. Even those days, it still used to be the same. We still used to have the buzz that you just want. Oh, it's the best day of my life. I want to make the most of it. I want to make it the best day of my life. It's fine to make it the best day of your life. Also think of the marriage life afterwards because you don't want to start your married life in debt just because you want to make it. Okay, all right, then I understand. Thank you. Sorry for picking on you. Yeah, I'll come out, Sister Martina. I'll come and read your comment in a minute. So yeah, I know that boss is there. So people need friends like you, Jace, to put them in check because people just run away with it. Yeah, and just yeah, the Nobles TV and anybody that have joined us, please click the like button. Live with Adabeke. If you haven't clicked the like button yet for me, please click it for me. Yeah. So people just get carried away because of the excitement and the feeling. Oh, I'm getting married. It's once in a lifetime. Oh, I can never. I'm people. So I think that you really need people around you to kind of bring you back to kind of calm me down, It's important. You want to get the best beautiful wedding dress. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, the Nobles TV. Yeah, you've done the like button. Thank you. So yeah, welcome, Pat Yagba. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to support me. Please, if you haven't clicked the like button yet, click it. Yeah, because others are going to watch this on playback because I'm trying to keep it short and sweet today rather than drag it on forever. So yeah, please contribute. I'll be looking at your contribution in a minute. Yeah. So yeah, let me read Sister Martina's contribution. I don't get it when people borrow money for wedding and get hungry later instead of cutting their coat according to their size. Top. Correct. I agree with you definitely. Yes. Yeah, and Jackie Rabo, I feel like you can afford lavish. I feel like if you can afford lavish, do lavish. If that is not your current situation, do what you can. My parents went to the courthouse. We're, we're still married until he passed. Yes, of course, of course. Yes. So keeping it simple doesn't necessarily, I mean, having it large doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to make it larger when you actually start living the married life. So yeah, there are a lot of things that have just crept in, and everybody keep adding it without really thinking, what's the background of this? Where did this actually come from? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pate Yagba said, if you don't do your wedding with sense, you are on a long thing after wedding. Yes, of course. Yes. 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 Yeah. I do understand. Some people have to go, but they'll watch it later on playback. Yeah. Yeah, the Nobles TV, who actually are competing with who are you? Who are you competing? Who are you actually competing with? Sorry about this, a mouthful. Sorry. Yeah, who are you actually? You know this chat. Sometimes you type it before you realize what you've done. Yeah, please. I understand what you're trying to say. Who are you actually competing with? Please do what you can afford. Please. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we really need to keep our quote according to our size because. This life is not a race. Everybody just have to do what everybody have got their own lane. Yes. So yeah, this is there are a lot of things actually, like what I'm trying to say. Those days, there are a lot of things that have actually crept in gradually that people don't notice. They were not really important because somebody else is doing it, somebody else want to outdo them. Like what I tried to say, it was in one of that my marriage video. I can't know. I said there were some other things I have some other chat I have done. I can't remember. I say this all the time. This changing from wedding dress is a thing that is a new thing that I've started, you know. So I'll come back to the chat after. Let me just quickly rein this point in. The wedding dress, even I watch, you know, those days. I know those of you who live in the UK, you know, they used to do this wedding program where they would bring different bride on the TV or to do the program. I can't remember what it's called now. There was a Nigerian couple that joined that wedding, and some of the comments, the other white, I think they usually four couples or something like that. They will now win whoever win will now win. Anybody remember what that program is? Who is around UK or in abroad that have something similar? So who now the winning couple they will vote each other's wedding on venue, how they enjoyed overall enjoyment. They have different categories they vote on. Then in the end, they vote silently. They vote anonymous. They vote behind. They vote just not an open vote. Then in the end, everybody grade each couple. Then in the end, the couple with the highest mark will now win the honeymoon. Some of the one of the white girls that came for this that was in that group, and it was only one Nigerian couple. They were actually born and brought up in the UK. Thank you for weddings. Thank you very much, Jackie Rabo. So one of the comments she made, she said she couldn't understand why once they came back from church, the bride and the groom have to change. Only the bride, she just said the bride have to change out of her wedding outfit. It was colorful to change into the traditional outfit, but the wedding dress is only one day. You wear it for that whole day, and it's very expensive. Most of if you are buying, it's one of the most expensive things the bride is buying, and if you are renting, it's still one of the most expensive things you are still renting. You know, so, and it's only one day you really enjoy it. She just doesn't see the sense in it. And to some extent, it's true. Uh, when I first came to the UK, the reason people initially used to change from the white wedding to from the white dress, the wedding dress to their traditional clothes was because many of them met each other here and they were not able to travel home to do the traditional marriage. So it was just a way of adding a touch of that color. So during reception, they would dance first of all in with their wedding dress and the groom suit. Then few hours later, then they would go back and go and change to their traditional thing to do the rest of the party of the celebration. When it comes to the dance time, they will now change. But now Some people will even change and change and change. They spend time changing than the time they actually spend in the ceremony. So some of these things, people just run with it. When they see one person do it, they just say, oh, next time one person change twice. Me, I want to change 3 times in my wedding, and they will be boasting with it. Do you know how many times I changed in my wedding? So there are some certain things that were not really, even then, they are shabby now. I have to keep saying this. I know some people don't like it. The Ashebi wasn't part of our traditional thing. It was even a Yoruba thing. And it used to be very low key, kept to the family members. Now, when the bride is trying to get ready for a wedding, she's shopping for the Ashebi. She's trying to sell the Ashebi. And sometimes the Ashebi even cause a lot of trouble. Some people will buy on credit. They will not pay you. And sometimes some people will say, oh, the Ashebi is overpriced and blah, blah, blah. So there are just some certain things that we don't really need to add to the stress of planning a wedding. So let me read a few more of the comments again before I continue with the next point. Fateyagba, you're funny, but make sure there is rice. I know, I know. Yeah, I'll talk about the rice in a minute. Yeah, Sister Martina said, I know it and I used to watch it. Yes, yes, you are right. It's for weddings. Yeah. Then Sonia Duruji said, some people borrow money for that. Yes, you are right. Yes. So let me mention this rice thing. There has always been jollof rice in weddings. Even in our time, 32 years ago, there was jollof rice. But it's the greed these days that is causing the trouble. Those days, people you ask to cook for your wedding, we don't even hire, like I was trying to explain in our case, you don't even hire wedding event coordinator, then people who now cook your food and everything. And the people who can serve the food, they make sure everybody eat. Everybody used to look after each other. I'm not saying there was no difficulty that time. There were not some dishonest people, but not like these days. Because what really bothers me so much, both among Nigeria, both in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, the greed and the selfishness. We blame our government. I know they are not doing their job. I agree. But sometimes look around you and ask yourself, who will make a perfect cabinet, whatever, leadership cabinet or government cabinet in Nigeria right now, among the people you know and your circle of influence? Just look around. That, for example, if you are made the president of Nigeria, who among your circle of influence will you bring in to be among those people you say, oh, finance minister or road transport minister, whatever ministerial position they create here and there, or even the senators and the rest of them? Is it the person you will give money to, even a small child, you give them money to go and buy something for you? Now they just pocket the change as if it's their tip. Nobody even, they don't even bother giving you to say, oh, you would not say, Auntie. And Auntie would not say, oh, take. No. If you give them 500 naira to buy something of 300 naira, they just come back and give you the bottle of Coke and pocket the 200 naira, you know? So what am I trying to say? Those days, oh, thank you, Amaka Duruji. Yeah, Duruje. Yeah, I have to go and learn how to, I need to call all of you individually so I know how to say all your names properly. So when I'm on this live, I have to say it properly. So, yeah, what am I trying to say? Those days, I know people always say the good old days, the good old days. There was still some difficulty in it, but when you come to a wedding, you just come for a wedding. You just eat and you go. These days, I know all of us are gradually. I know I'm not. I know it's something we all have to think about. We don't think about it consciously. You just come for a wedding. You are just thinking of you. Some people, somebody was saying like what Diana was saying in that video, her video where she said Nigeria wedding is overrated. It says some people actually come with a bag. That sometimes some people are even taking the cutlery and things. They forget that probably the bride and groom or even the event coordinator rented those things. Everybody just come to a wedding now to grab and to take food for the rest of the week. I know some people will say, Oh, it's hunger. It's not just hunger. It's greed. Some people that are taking those things, the food and all the drinks and trying to load it in their bags, they don't really need it. It's just because, oh, last time when they went to a wedding, maybe on their way out, a friend said, oh, I got 2 months, I got 2 cokes. Oh, you were just, you didn't get anything. So next time they come, they want to also be able to get something to take away. You forget that bride and groom. Thank you, the Novo TV. Thank you. Yeah, you agree. You're all laughing with me. I guess you're all giggling. I hope you are giggling with me at the background. Please just put it on. Just put a laughing space, or just give me a thumbs up to let me know it's only me that's laughing at this joke. So, by those days, everybody just come, celebrate with you with a few hours. Everybody has a small portion of rice, enough rice to keep you for that time you are at that wedding. It's the bride and groom, they are not there to feed you for a week. They are not there to feed you for a whole day. For goodness sake, eat your breakfast before you come to the wedding. And meanwhile, if you genuinely know this bride and groom, you even know their capability. Why push them? Why try to make things difficult for them? When Diana was talking, she said even during her wedding, she now reflected on her wedding, how some family members were coming to her husband during their wedding. They said they haven't eaten. She was saying the stress they were giving, the stress they give the groom during on wedding day. What are you trying to tell the groom for? He's busy, it's his day. He should just focus on the wedding and enjoy himself and have fun. Not you coming to bother him and remind him that you haven't eaten. Is he actually to go to get up from the chair and go and serve you? Eh? People are so unreasonable. We need to start putting them in check, you know? So, like, what am I? This point I'm trying to say, people need to start learning to look after each other, and we should all drop all this selfishness. Let's drop all this selfishness, you know. And also, there are things other people are doing you don't necessarily have to do. Just ask yourself, like what I covered on that video. I'll try and link it to this thing, to this live chat when I finish. I was saying, what are really the essentials? What are the variables? These days, everything has become so polarized. You don't even know, even the so-called traditional. I know I'm not really too much dwelling on the traditional today because that my video, I really talked a lot about the traditional. The Noble TV. I'll come to you your comment in a minute. Yes. So uh, um, the even the traditional wedding list now is growing. Every community are adding to it. If, for example, even in ESA, I know it's okay. I know people will always say, "Oh, the Igbo." Thank you, Nelly, White Lion. Thank you for joining us. I know some people used to always say Igbo bride price is high. I was looking at one of the young lady that got married. What's her name? Banter with NJ when she was complaining about her traditional wedding list recently. That it's all most of the things that even on the list, they are just drink for this, drink for that umuna, drink for this person, and they will name the brand of drink. For goodness sake, when our forefathers were making the traditional list, they didn't even shinap and whatever this special brand of drink people are now naming. We're not even in existence then. If things are traditional, let's keep it traditional. If it's there's this palm wine people used to tap, let's keep it to kegs of palm wine. You know, I know this is like preaching to the choir. It's not going to be something that will change in a day. The traditional wedding list, we can't do too much about it. But our own planning, our own guest list, and what we bring, the drinks we serve our guests can be managed. Yeah, can something that is within our control. So let me try and see what the noble Steve is saying. Some will fight for occasion for rice. Occasion rice. They say occasion rice sweet. well, well, I know. But those days, everybody used to eat. It was like Jesus feeding the 5,000. That one goat and all the cow meat and whatever you buy to add to it, everybody used to eat because there was law and order in serving it. Everybody came to celebrate. Nobody was taking anything home. You just give one person each portion, and everybody take their portion with one meat, chekele inside it and eat. It's not like this one now. Some people will say, oh, there will be jollof rice, there will be fried rice, there will be yam porridge, there will be moi moi. Everybody want to have a piece of everything that is there to be served. You can take a couple of things. I think it's all the things that we need to start thinking. Even me, until recently, I wasn't really thinking of it. Since I started, I think this pandemic has actually given many of us time to reflect on things we never thought of before. Things we just used to go with the flow. It didn't really matter. I think it's made us realize that life is too short. Why do I have to stress about all these things? Are they really important? Can I do without them? Do I really need that much? Does the whatever outfit you wear on your marriage, does it have to be so expensive? If you can't afford it, fine. Yeah. So what we have 15 minutes to go. So I'm just going to try and bring this to a close. So please, if you have any other comments to contribute, how can we? How can we? You see, some of you here are not married. If you just joined us, please hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Yeah. Some of you here are not married yet. So please start taking stock. Put your feet down. Don't let people push you around. Don't let them bully you into spending unnecessary money on your wedding day. And after that, you start paying off debt. Even if you actually have the money, ask yourself, should it be better spent somewhere else, or that thing, or that wedding? I'm not saying you shouldn't spend on your wedding, but for example, if all you have in life is 500,000 between you and the groom, and after the wedding, you're going to rent, maybe probably you're going to move in with the groom, maybe you already have a place you are staying, and people even understand, you forget that in Nigeria, as you are doing the wedding, they already pray 9 months that we want to come and celebrate. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. We forget it in Nigeria. They're already praying that they expect you to have a baby. Sometimes, like somebody was saying in one of the chat I had with Rashida, the husband speaking Yoruba, he said sometimes they were expected to already be pregnant before the wedding. And meanwhile, children are expensive, both in Nigeria and everywhere. They are not easy to take care of. So if you have only 500,000 and you know that there's nothing that's coming, even if something is coming, you haven't got that yet. You could have this fantastic job today before your wedding. Nothing is guaranteed. Even if you have a business, especially in Nigeria, you could have your business could be doing so well today. The next day, it could just be anything can happen. So if you have 500,000, must you plan your wedding to cover that 500,000? I'm just using it. I know that's chicken change in Nigeria. And when people are quoting millions, I'm just looking. You are saying million. How much do you earn in a month? Yeah, you're talking of millions. So even if you have the money, think of other things. How can this money be put to better use? And we know rent is very expensive in Nigeria. You pay yearly. Some people will rent yearly and they will not think where the next year rent will come from. Meanwhile, you are getting married maybe in December. The flat you and your husband, you're going to join your husband living, which you are going to move into, join him after the wedding. The rent is due in February. Nobody's thinking of where that rent money will come from. Maybe you have one 500,000 you have saved up for the wedding. You just want to finish everything for that wedding. And after when February come, landlord start dragging you. You are calling one auntie here and there. Especially those nobody, but they don't even know how hard life is. Oh, sister, why are you contributing to my wedding first of all? And after that, oh, we just did our wedding. Now the rent is due. What? When you were planning your wedding, you didn't know you need a place to live. Yeah. Let me try and look at that occasion rice sweet well. The rice would be enough if done for the greed of other people. If people are not greedy and taking 2 or 3 portions and want to keep for the rest of the week, Then did you go around everybody? If everybody's taking one portion, I just one chocolate meat on top the way they used to do in our time. uh, then yeah, great advice. Thank you. Oh, Jane's diary. Thank you. People nowadays like to show off. It's true. They really like to show off. Yeah, Jackie Rabo, let me look at that your thing. Oh, I style hair for the bride and bridesmaid. It's competition. Yeah, you are right. Those days it used to become very simple because the veil will cover it, and it's the veil, even your wedding dress is what you wear throughout. And there was you just dance with the whatever. Those days actually, did they even used to dance in the white wedding? I can't even remember. But I know you don't have to keep it that way. I know we do grow, things do change, but we have to be mindful. So the moral of the whole story is we should keep our code according to our size. Yeah. Yeah, Ebo Niger Mama said they spend all their money to do wedding with without thinking of what they will eat after. It's true. Definitely, it's true. Yeah. Sonia, yeah, you are welcoming Jane's diary. Jane, thank you for coming. All of you, thank you for coming to support me. Yeah, it's really nice to see all of you here. I do understand everyone is very busy. So I'm going to be winding this down the next 9 minutes because I really want to keep it within an hour today. I just feel everyone is busy. Anybody that couldn't join earlier on, they already told, a lot of people already told me they can't join at this time, they will join later. I just said I'm keeping this to 1 hour today, so you can always watch it on the playback. So if you are watching this on the playback, thank you very much. And you can always add your comments to the main comment section, not the chat, not the chat. You can always add it to the comment part of this video later on. So yeah, please, if you have any other area you think I try to keep this chat light-hearted because life is too short. At least if like I keep saying, if this pandemic hasn't showed, if we haven't learned anything from this pandemic, we should know that we should just keep life simple and just laugh when we can and try not to take life too seriously because there's too much serious things going on. We never even knew that would be this kind of thing. Yeah. Oh wow, Jane's diary. On my wedding, I only spent, is that 5,000 or 500,000? And it was very beautiful. I think that must be 500,000. I don't know how long ago that was. I can't remember. Jane, you don't look. Oh, yeah, Jane. I know. Oh, yeah. You told me you have teenage children. Jane, tell us. Is that? Oh, yeah, pounds, pounds. Okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry, pounds. Yeah, yeah. I understand. Yes, that's good. Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, we must. I must put this in context as well. Oh, let me see. What did Nelly White Lion say? They even go as far as to borrow money to impress or compete with their friends. Definitely, that's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah, and please, when if you have any younger sister or cousin or any pet friend or family, start drumming into their head. Even if they choose to listen, let them listen. If they don't listen, tough. If anybody come for you, it has to be tough love. If anybody come to you and say, "Oh, auntie or sister or friend or whatever, colleague," like somebody said before, sorry, I can't remember who. I know, yeah, you just said before that her colleague wanted her to borrow them money to do wedding. She refused. They were angry. Yes, tell them you are not borrowing them. I tell them the reason that you think about, you looking after their welfare. You want their wedding to be successful. You want their married life to be successful. You don't want them to start their married life in debt. Oh, Uju, thank you for coming. Yeah, please, you might have to watch this on playback. I did say to people today, I understand everyone can't make the time, so I'm going to be winding this down. My lovely newfound friend with a lovely voice. It's a shame there's no opportunity to sing here. No opportunity for you to join and sing some songs for us. Yeah, I'm learning to recognize all of you now by who you are and what you do. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, if you have any person, family member, circle of influence, whoever they are, because people do these things blindly. It's just the way we neglected teaching our children the languages and cultural head because life was just something else. Then we're just running around trying to trying to weather the storm and the cold in Obodo that frozen our brain. And trying to find a way to survive. So the last thing on your mind was so many other things. It's not that the before you blink, the children have flew the nest, and you're asking yourself, oh my goodness, where have the years gone? You know? So that's the reason why I'm using this my channel to sing this song and to preach it to people. So what you will do for your people around you, them, especially your younger ones that are close to you, start having that dialogue. Don't wait until they're planning their wedding before you start having the discussion. Then it's too late. It's like trying to teach the children the language and culture when they're already in university. So yeah, if you have family and friends around you, start trying to tell them, start having those discussions earlier on. And if you have made a mistake, if you, for instance, people like us who have our wedding in a very simple manner, and we had people around you, those who were sensible then. Recently, a young lady was telling me in a church in the UK, they wanted to get married. It was even outside of London. Herself and her husband wanted to get married in the church. It was an African-led church, of course. They told the members of the church that they don't have enough money to do the wedding. You can imagine. You can imagine people telling you that. Jane, thank you. Yeah, it's 5,000 pounds. I later saw it. I was thinking, you know me, I was thinking Naira. My focus was on Naira. I remember you're not actually from Nigeria. Yeah. I think you are the one. Can you remind me where you are from again, please? I know this is not it's not a matter of yeah, language or culture. I think it's over. It's all over. It's all across the board actually. So you can imagine a young couple trying to get married in a church. This is a young couple that are very committed to that church. She is a worker in the church. She is commit. She even when she's very good at cooking. She's the one who will bring puff and jollof rice to their after service or ceremonies they are doing. She now says she wants to get married. Oh yeah, Jane Zari, 17 years ago. Thank you. Yeah. She now said she want to get married. They now said they want to get. They told them point blank that they don't. Please, anyone that have just joined us, please click the like button. Can see there are 12 people watching and there's only 9 likes there. If you can see the like button, click it for us. It's very important. It will create more awareness. Although I know we are winding down, but people can always watch it on playback as soon as I end this live stream. So it'll be saved so people can watch it as playback. Yeah, so uh, what am I trying to say? You can imagine this young couple. They ended up not getting married in the church till today. I think they just have to go and do a simple, and that's the church they were all part of. They have to go and do a simple court wedding or whatever they did, or they call it UK, they call it registry wedding, which is not fair. Those days, is that same church that would rally around you. And somebody will even volunteer to say, oh, if there's a seamstress in the church or somebody they know, they will say, oh, we will make your wedding dress. There was no renting too much. There was no, okay, I don't know about 15 years ago in the UK, but when we were doing it in Nigeria, there was no opportunity to rent. But I have some people who actually was seamstress who will make their wedding dress from a lace material and they will look elegant on their wedding day. And it didn't break the bank. So even now, you can even rent wedding dress because after all, nobody really use their wedding dress after. Many people can't even fit into that. I know some of you are fortunate enough who remain slim all your life, but more than 60% of us put on weight as we go along in life. Yeah, right. Uju, you were saying there we had a simple wedding. Our priority was to have our own home. Thank you. You see. But these days, people wouldn't want to do that. And even in the UK these days, people want to plan wedding now. They are saying the average wedding is 20 to 25,000 pounds. Even that's even among the white folks as well. And you can imagine those of us, the black community, who already pay black tax back home, where sometimes half of your wages is always going to Nigeria or whatever. There's always one thing or the other coming up that you have to spend money on. So people need to start setting their priority right. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I'm in the last 1 minute of this video now. I really want to keep it within time today because I just don't think it's fair on people to start dragging them on here for hours and hours and hours. So I've decided from now on, I'll keep the live streaming sweet and simple and just keep it, sweet and short and just keep it within an hour. Anybody that join later on, that click on later on can always watch it as a playback. Yeah, everybody, all of us are very busy. We have our busy life. We have things to do. So please, everyone that is still here, thank you very much. I'm just winding down now. And yeah, it's all right, Uju. You can always watch the beginning of it. Yeah, I know, I understand. Everyone is busy. You are in the US, aren't you? And your time difference as well. Everyone is always, people don't understand how busy life is in Obodo Imbo. They think we just those in UK just plug the Queen's pounds at the from once you land in Heathrow. Yeah. Thank you very much, Nelly. Thanks for joining me today. And all of you that are still watching, please, you are all very important to me. Thank you all very much for supporting me. And I'm just going to be winding down now and ending this now. So I'm just going to type in there and say thank you to everybody. While I'm doing this, just kind of say the last few statements you want to say to everyone. No problem, James Diary. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Right. Thank you, everyone. And bye now. Bye. See you probably next week. I'm trying to keep it as a weekly short, brief session, just a quick 1 hour chat every week. Yeah. And thank you, everyone, for coming. If you are still there, just give me a wave. And if you are still online, give me a wave and say goodbye now. All right. Thank you all very much. It's been good being with you all. It's been nice chatting and sharing. And thanks all of you for engaging in the chat, and uh, 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 including your views and your experiences. Yeah, that's very good. That'll be very helpful for those who are watching us playback. Bye, Jackie. Yeah, bye, Sonia. Oh, thank you all for always coming back to support me. I really do appreciate it. And Jackie, I haven't seen your comments yet on my birthday wish list video. I'm looking out for your comment there. So if you have watched that video, you should know what my wish list was. Yeah? Maybe you are gone now. I don't know if you are still there. All right. Thanks, everyone. And goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. See you next week.